So last week in New Jersey, 24 young adults, some under the legal drinking age, had to be hospitalized for high levels of intoxication at a dance party promoted by Barstool U. Some of you guys may have heard of this website. It specifically targets college-age students, and most of the 2,500 partygoers were from the nearby Montclair State University. I'm sure also you guys have heard the story of the women's lacrosse player from University of Virginia, Yeardley Love. She was murdered by her boyfriend, who was also an athlete at the school. He had a history of alcohol violations, including drunken disorderly conduct, and underage possession of alcohol. The pair had broken up because he, while heavily intoxicated, had physically assaulted her. She ended up breaking up with him, and he broke into her apartment and ended up beating her to death. Incidents involving the consumption of copious amounts of alcohol, such as alcohol poisoning, drunk driving, and sexual assaults, have been on the rise on many college campuses. This is a widespread problem. It's not limited by demographics. Universities all across the nation are experiencing rapid growth in alcohol-related incidents, especially incidents involving minors who aren't even old enough to drink legally. Many things have been done to try to address this issue. For example, at American, including other universities, new students have to complete an online course, Alcohol EDU. It shows students how to drink safely, how to avoid unwanted sexual encounters, how to confront peer pressure involved with drinking, and how to take care of friends who've had too much to drink. I'm sure everyone in this room did that when they first got here freshman year, and I'm sure everyone can say from experience it wasn't exactly educational, because it was really easy to just flip through the videos and not do the readings and still pass like fairly easily without actually learning anything. AU also has a dry campus policy, meaning that no alcohol is allowed to be possessed, sold, or consumed on any part of the campus, and students who violate this policy receive disciplinary action. Despite this, 386 students were written up for alcohol violations in 2010, up from 340 violations in 2009 and 244 from the previous year, according to AU Public Safety. So the question is, why are students committing these violations at a rate that increases every year, despite the consequences that can potentially follow them past graduation into the workplace? Why has this become such a problem? So the answer is rooted deep in our culture. On television, alcohol is consumed more than any other beverage, more than water, soda, and any non-alcoholic drink. And according to a study, is only depicted in a negative manner in only about 5% of the scenarios in which it's consumed. And 17% of the 1,000 most popular songs have drug or alcohol references in them. So it's embedded in popular TV shows like MTV's Jersey Shore. Most of you guys have probably seen or heard about this TV show. Basically, it shows characters that seem to live solely to get drunk on the weekends and engage in risky sexual behaviors, and they get paid a lot of money to live this lifestyle. It's ingrained in the lyrics of popular songs on the radio, like Shots by LMFAO, Last Friday Night by Katy Perry, where she throws a party at her house. So basically, pop culture today has made it acceptable and cool for young people to drink, do drugs, objectify women, and do crazy things because why not? Everyone's doing it. Last year, in 2011, Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg released a song called Young, Wild, and Free. It was really popular. Everyone probably listened to it. Most of you guys probably like that song. I like that song. The lyrics basically talk about getting drunk, smoking weed, and they say, who cares, so what? We're young, we're supposed to do this. The song is essentially telling listeners that they should do these things because they are young and they're supposed to. You're supposed to party. It's all just having fun. And it's kind of like making listeners feel like they're expected to do this because that's what our generation's all about. A more recent phenomenon was introduced to the public via the artist Drake. The phrase, you only live once, shortened to YOLO, has become the motto to live by for young people thanks to his song. YOLO tattoos are popping up on the internet. Zac Efron has a YOLO tattoo on his hand, and it's all over the internet. They make funny memes about it. You've got the Nemo one at the top, don't touch the boat, you only live once, so I'm going to do it anyway. And YOLO has kind of become an excuse that can justify almost anything, including excessive drinking, doing drugs, and all sorts of behaviors associated with doing those things. So what do we do to address the issue of alcohol-related media? Can we force TV stations to censor inappropriate content? Can we make individual artists change the lifestyles they glorify in their songs? Maybe not. But the industry as a whole can take a more active role in encouraging safe drinking and good choices by giving more opportunities to artists and shows that don't glorify alcohol and reckless behavior. Channels and record labels can do a better job about posting warnings on mature content to advise parents about what's going to be present in the song or show and allow them to control more of what their children are exposed to. And more importantly, we as college students can understand that just because something is deemed cool in a movie or a TV show or song doesn't mean that we should engage in such behavior. I mean, let's face it, nobody is going to change the music they listen to, the shows you like to watch. And I'm not trying to change your sort of preferences in those things because I like those songs and everyone does. But this is where we as college students need to help ourselves. We're old enough now to know the consequences of our actions and how they affect the rest of our lives. We've been told hundreds of times by our parents, our teachers, our counselors. Everyone's been to those presentations with the guest speakers who said, alcohol and drugs ruined my life, or my daughter was killed in a drunk driving accident. And everyone's been to those things since middle school. This is where we sort of have to step in and look at this and really help ourselves. We can accept that normal young people don't necessarily have to drink excessively, do drugs, or break the law. By adopting this attitude, we can have fun responsibly, keep ourselves out of harmful situations, and promote a safer college environment for everyone.